Hello, good morning, good evening, friends. This is Yonks with the Triple Win Foundation, and joined here with me today, we've got Tyler, Mrs. Yonks, and Amy. Welcome, everybody. We have an immense amount of agenda prepared for today, and we're going to hop right into that. So let me go ahead. Here is a link for our agenda, and I'll share this on the live stream with everybody. And I saw that Blur's, welcome Blur's. He's doing some fiat farming today, and wanted to just give a shout out. That's one of the things that we're going to be talking about here today. So this is again Notion, and this is where we are doing an increasing amount of our tracking and organizing the efforts here. And I'm going to move this up because it looks like it's cutting off the bottom part of it right there. So I'll bring that about right there. Okay, so this is the agenda, and I'm going to go ahead and put on our participants. We're trying to do a better job of keeping track of that on here as well. And hopefully Amy will be able to get reconnected. If not, this is the first time that we're doing the studio in Restream. We've been using a Zoom plus Restream format, and that's one of the things that we're trying out today. And let me bring her back in. I see her back in the studio. Welcome, Amy. I don't know if your audio is working or not, but anyway, for today's agenda, and again, one of the things we've been using is Notion. So let me go ahead and expand the agenda for today. So the agenda topics, let's go ahead and take a look here. The first thing, and real quick, I'm going to bring over the template. So this is something that we spoke a little bit about the community call. This is the Notion application right here. I'm going to collapse that and make this a little bit bigger for everybody on the live stream as well. So what I wanted to show is the template that we're working off of. This is the Sunday working group. This is our 3 p.m. Eastern time recurring weekly call. And I created a new page. I wanted to actually edit that. So let me delete this. And we'll probably have a Notion how-to coming up here soon in the coming weeks. But anyway, taking a look at the template here for our working group that we're on right now. And this is one of the things on the agenda, trying to keep a more of a template. So the only thing that we've got on here are these first two items, which is review the upcoming events on the Triple Win Foundation Google Calendar, and then the DAO Governance. And here's what that looks like right there. So this is, again, the template. And do you think that there's anything else that we need to add right now? And be thinking about that while we're going through this, because actually spent a decent amount of time for preparing today's agenda. One of the things I'm going to talk about a little bit later when we get to the tool section of this is the Dework section. And I think we've got Dax joining. Yes, welcome, Dax. Happy Sunday afternoon. Hopefully, and I don't know if Amy got the chat working or not, but welcome again to our agenda. So the topic here that I was talking about is, while we're going through today's agenda, help remember me to circle back on this template. I'll leave this open in the Notion window so that I can hopefully remember that. Because again, and you can see we've got a lot more on today's agenda than what was on the template. So let's go ahead and open up the Triple Win Foundation Google Calendar. And I've got that in another window. I'm just going to bring that over here. So this is we're on Sunday. I run, I should say, an ISO week numbering system. So this is currently week 12. Week 13 will be starting on Monday. So let's go ahead and take a look at next week's calendar. And this is one of the things that we're committed to getting better and better at, is getting things on the agenda earlier for everybody. And are we still good for this webinar on Monday, Tyler? Or is this something that we're going to kick down the road a little later in the week?
It depends on how much promotion we want to do. Why don't you put that as on the agenda as a discussion item for promotion?
Like to discuss later today, or
No, I mean if we have time for this working group, then or no.
you? I'm confused what you're asking. Help me out here.
Um, I we haven't done a lot of promotion for it, so if everybody wants to kind of go into high gear and we want to promote it, or we want to allocate some budget to start some digital advertising and things like that, or not.
So here's my vote. I say we just slide it over to the same time on Wednesday, and then one of the things that we can and should do within the specific webinar, because right now we're doing these webinars live each time. The goal is to really get the webinar dialed in where it's generating results. But my thoughts are, let's slide it over to Wednesday. That'll provide a great opportunity for doing one more webinar on Thursday. So let me just slide this over here, and let's actually do another webinar on. Can we commit to doing? And then we're looking at Eastern time right now, so that's 1 Eastern, 11 Mountain. I'm thinking that we should duplicate this for Thursday, because part of the reason that wanting to do another webinar on Thursday is that we've got an early bird pricing component. So that'll give people one last opportunity to get in on the early bird pricing. So does that sound like a solid idea, Tyler?
Sure, that'd be great. And by the way, for everybody who is either on the call or listening, um, I've mentioned this before. If you want to be an affiliate, we're asking everybody to buy a ticket first, so that's the get in to be an affiliate. So if you're pushing this thing out, buy your ticket if you want on early bird pricing. You have until the 31st, and then ticket prices are going to go up $50. Are we going to try and get that unlock lock done on this working group, or are we just going to do that later today?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure we've got that as an agenda item for today's working group. So anyway, let's right now the question is this week's calendar. One other thing that I'm not seeing on here that I would like to add is a working group for either Thursday or Friday for blockchain bootcamp for real estate. And I'm thinking on Thursday evening, because that'll give us again one more opportunity to promote the early bird pricing.
I've got church on Thursday evening,
that's
so that'd
right.
be
Sorry.
Thursday afternoon.
Let's do.
We could do 6 o'clock Eastern, or even 5:30 Eastern.
For 1 hour working group.
For 1 hour, I would need to be. Let's do 6 Eastern or 5:30 Eastern. Either of those be fine.
Okay, so let's 6 Eastern. I think is good. So this will be a working group for REP Camp, blockchain bootcamp for real estate. Okay, and I'm going to make the color on this yellow. The colors don't show up on the normal calendar. Save. Oh, this slid in the wrong time. It's supposed to be 6, right? 6 Eastern. Yeah. And then, are we good with this office hours? We had an office hours. This is a very casual, unrecorded Discord conversation. And are we good for this time on Thursday?
Yeah, it was fine. It has sort of turned into just us getting stuff done. But anybody who wants to chime in on stuff off the record or just wants to just work with us, that's what it's been working as.
Yeah, and that's again the opportunity here is to have a much more casual format, not recorded, not live streamed, where people can have the opportunity to be heard if there's some concern about like being recorded or being live streamed. And this is something that we're, again, like Tyler said, we just put some of the different things that we don't normally cover within an agenda in that session, and we've been organizing and keeping track of that agenda within Notion as well. But anyway, going back to this next week's calendar, how is this looking right now? I would, depending on what I'll take a look at for Friday, but right now I'm feeling pretty good as far as this having some of the things on here for this next week. And part of the reason that we're not having anything on Monday or Tuesday is that Tyler and I are physically moving from our Airbnb here in southwestern Colorado to northern Colorado in the Denver metro area team. So we're kind of allocating Monday and Tuesday for personal stuff. So I feel good about this. Any thoughts before we move on to the next agenda item on the calendar? And I'm going to grab real quick. I'm just enabling streamer. Go ahead, Tyler.
One of the things that I'm really struggling with from an admin standpoint is physically getting all this stuff on meetup.com and Sesh and Google Calendar and everywhere it needs to be. If anybody is willing to step up, we're happy to reward REtoken for it. I'm drowning in admin stuff. I can't get the stuff out fast enough. So if anybody is willing to help with that. The other thing I would like to look into is Sesh Premium, so we can just set up recurring events. We don't have to keep doing all these things manually every time.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And this is where I would really like to have some conversation. I don't know if we necessarily need to do a deeper dive on that, but let's curb because the thought there that was an incomplete thought is having some threshold as far as what we need to take to some type of poll, like a formal governance aspect, and then having just putting that out there for some consideration, because and we can talk about that again on next week's working group, because one of the tools wanting to talk about today is request finance. But anyway, this is the Start Here channel on Discord. I'm going to throw the link in here on the live stream channel. And this is one of the text channels that we've got, is the bridge for the live stream. And here is the link to our 3-win DAO Google Calendar. And this is the best place to stay up to date on the events. Because like, as you saw right here, we just updated the Google Calendar, and from a workflow standpoint, that is technically the first thing that we normally do. And we're working on getting better, like taking a look at the one of the things that have added to this template is the steps to fully coordinate a live stream. And you can see this is one of the things that Tyler was talking about, and like putting our meetup, and this is one of the things that's an ongoing conversation too, is our meetup strategy. So it's a longer list of stuff, and like one of the things that Amy does behind the scenes is taking the POAP here, and this is the POAP for today. And let me make that bigger for everybody there. So she goes through the process of uploading that, so that we all have this proof of attendance, NFT, proof of attendance protocol is what POAP stands for. So that's one of the fun things that we do from a community standpoint. But anyway, getting back on track with our agenda. So we can definitely check this one off as far as reviewing the agenda on today's, and I'm checking the wrong one off. So let me get that correct window open here. So let's see. So hold on one second. I'm just checking the box off here on our agenda. And then on the governance. So one of the things that we've been talking about here is the expanding into additional states. And we've got a Discord poll right now, and this is a call to action for anybody that's not voted on this. And this is one of the opportunities that we have if you're watching the live stream or participating here. But in our Discord, and this is one of the things that we'll be talking about coming up here momentarily, is some of the efforts as far as looking at some solutions outside of Discord. But we have a DAO, Gov, and Ops category, and then in the voting proposals. So expanding into new markets, US states, and let me make this a little bit bigger here. This might be a little too big. So expanding into new US markets. So right now we have shortlisted 3 states, Tennessee, Texas, and Florida. And I can provide more reasons for why. Tennessee, Amy, one of our key and core contributors here, is in Tennessee, as well as Rosetta Davis in Nashville. And then Texas, we have contributors in Texas, and then Texas is very cryptocurrency friendly. I was personally in Austin twice in September in 2021 for a blockchain and real estate summit, and then again later in September for the Vertalo Digital Assets and Securities Conference. Vertalo is one of the market leaders for the registered transfer agent in the role of security tokens. And then Florida, Miami is quickly becoming a very prominent hub within the crypto ecosystem. So that's really why that we've shortlisted those 3 states and made a lot of connections here recently when I was earlier this month at the Proppies Crypto and Real Estate Summit in, I think that was March 9th and 10th there in Miami Beach. So anyway, before we proceed on to the next conversation, and let me actually take a look as far as how to new market expansion. This is a Notion page that made to kind of show, and let me make it slightly smaller so that we can maybe see this all on the live screen. So this is the 6 steps on this, but I'm going to stop talking and see if anybody wants to chime in on the thoughts on this here on our live stream.
So one of the things that is, am I in here twice? One of the things that's important is it's $180 per state per 6 months. We can make that up with 2 blockchain tickets in 6 months, potentially even 1 if we are not on early bird pricing. So if we think that this is a place that we want to build, then that's where it could be worth it. It's a little bit of cost up front, but it could be the anchor of Token Town, all those places.
And what we're talking about here, this is the second step on this list, is to create the REtoken DAO meetup group. And this is the one that we have. This is one of 3 local meetup groups as a part of the expansion strategy. And I'll put a link in here on people for the live stream as well so that you all can see that. And I'll just throw that in the Discord channel here. Colorado meetup group for REtoken DAO. And now that we've got this blockchain bootcamp for real estate, and we'll be talking about that coming up here, the thoughts are on this is that it only takes 1 or 2 ticket sales out of this meetup group for the meetup group to become cash flow positive from an overhead standpoint. We're expecting to operate these meetup groups with very low overhead. And that's one of the opportunities that may increase is when the meetup group is profitable. And that's actually something that on one of our meetup groups in Colorado, and that's another right here, the 3-Win DAO meetup group. And the thing that's really exciting about this, we haven't had this meetup group that long, and it's already got 67 members. And the one that I was just talking about there is, and let me, I'll throw a link into this one too. But anyway, the thoughts on that is, again, and this is really exciting. Like this meetup group here is so keyword rich on all the current crypto buzzwords like Web3, DAOs, NFTs, and the metaverse. So it really provides a nice umbrella where we can expand into each one of those and have a lot of opportunity to get a lot of reach. Like, how long have we had this meetup group, Tyler?
They're new. They all started in March, except for REtoken.
Yeah, and we've already got 68 members in this meetup group. And like one of the fun things that we do, a little bit of a tangent, we've got our Saturday morning book club coming up. And then we're going to be starting a new book. And this is one of the things that we need to update from a housekeeping standpoint. So just making a mental note of that. But does anybody have any questions as far as these? And this is, again, a call to action going back to we've only had 3 people. Like right now on this Restream studio, we've got 4 people. And I know that I've personally voted on this. And one of the things too, I'm going to just add this real quick as a plus. So let's see, please add the poll option in your sesh DMs. So let's see what that looks like. Please reply below to add a poll option. No. Do not expand anymore currently. So I just added this. Go ahead, Tyler.
Hey, can you add just one more? Just need more info. I don't know if that's anybody's hold up or not. It's one of the things that I'm actually more interested in is, Amy, this is a question for you and probably Rosetta, who's not here. How much of a leadership role do you want to take in Tennessee and for the people in Texas? And because one of the things that Jason and I can do a lot of the back end structure and help, but we're going to need some people that are willing to kind of take the reins on this. So that was really my only concern, was as we're building out, doing stuff online is fine, but we really want to build an in real life component. So I just see how comfortable are you being the state leader for this? And you don't have to answer that now unless you want to, but that was more of the only concern.
And clarify that a little bit more, Tyler, as far as, because I wasn't necessarily understanding that.
So one of the things that we're looking at these state expansions, we can expand to, any state we want if we're doing everything online, but you and I can only do so much not living locally. So as we're starting to want to host, happy hours or live events or whatever in real life events we want to do to connect people in that state. There was a crypto club that we went to the other night that was half on Zoom and half hosted in a library, but it was pretty cool. To have a meet and greet and an online component. So what I just want to see was, as we're voting to expand into these states, really, do the people who live in those states now want to be the leaders and be willing to organize some in real life stuff and kind of take on more of a leadership role? That was kind of my question.
Yeah, so to provide some more expansion on that, is Meetup has a co-organizers component. So like in the Colorado Meetup group here, so clicking on, and let me actually provide a link here to everybody, and I'll do this from REtoken. So here is the link for the Colorado crypto. I'm going to put this in air quotes, crypto forward meetup.
So we've been forming everything under Triple Win Foundation. I've got REtoken under me personally, because if I'm being totally honest, I didn't really know what I was doing when I formed it. I thought I could just Brooke saying hello. I thought I could just form it and then just switch the organizer later, and you can't do that. So I'm in the process of transitioning REtoken over to Triple Win, and everything else that we're forming new is under Triple Win now, with us as co-organizers.
Yeah, and to carry that thought further, if you're watching this replay later and you love what we're building here and you want to be a leader in your local area, please reach out. I mean, Tyler and I, we have our DMs open almost everywhere. And that's one of the things that we're looking for more leaders to say, hey, I want to, because we really believe that it's an unprecedented opportunity right now for aspiring Web3 professionals. And I'm not going to go into detail as far as what that means, but that's something that we're all learning together here. And anyway, I think that we've talked about this enough right now. Oh, I hear some. Hey, Amy, I think we're hearing some. Your mic is working now. Well, I thought it was working. Anyway, so go vote at least something on this.
Can you hear me now? I don't know why I'm muted, but every time I click on it, it mutes me back up. So I don't know. Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. I was getting some feedback.
Yeah, on my side too. I don't know if I like Restream because it was a challenge going in here. I have to sign up, sign in, things like that. And it kicked me out like 2 times already. But
well,
based on the question,
Tyler, do you want to share how you feel about Restream?
I don't like to curse in public, but I want to share how I feel about Restream.
Anyways, it would be nice if Rosetta was here, but I think with the struggles I had, and I tried to share the link with her, I don't know if she is able to. The leadership role in Tennessee is not a problem. It's just getting clarity on what we are trying to share to the people and what we're building on. Plus, on the boot camp, I don't know if you can do a program wherein if we have 5 invites, since we're the people that are here get a free ticket. I don't know. I think 180 for me is a bit much since I'm a single mom.
Well,
and
yeah, no,
paying my bills.
We can talk about that offline. But we just talk about that offline.
Okay. Okay. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, and I don't think the ticket should be 180. I muted you on the through the control panel here. I don't know if you're able to mute yourself, Amy, but we were getting some really bad feedback there. So I just unmuted you now. It looks like the feedback is fixed, but yeah, we can talk about that, because that's one of the things that we're working on creating is the affiliate program, and we'll talk about that coming up here in a little bit more detail. So we've been talking about the poll right here, going back to the agenda, this one right here, and I was showing how to expand into the new markets. So one of the other things that briefly want to talk about is that we're integrating REtoken into the real estate, REtoken the real estate DAO into Triple Win Foundation, and we haven't had much conversations as far as governance around Triple Win Foundation. So let me just open up this page real quick. And one of the things that really envisioning for this is a hybrid governance model, and we can use up to, and when we're talking about governance, we utilize snapshot.org, and right here is REtoken, the real estate DAO. And let me make this a little bit bigger. And this is one of the things that we'll be talking a little bit more about, because there's an open bounty that I was doing some work on this. But anyway, the thoughts are here too, and we've already reached out to a couple people. If there's anybody that has been regularly engaged for the last within any of our projects and you want to be on the board of stewards, please reach out to myself or Tyler. And this is, again, it's not a big priority here, but it's something that we want to continually talk about. And this is something that we'll be having more conversations about coming up. So anyway, going back to our agenda. So under here, and don't have anything, we already talked about the expansion with REtoken. So one of the things that we spoke about earlier in the week is affiliate marketing, and talked a little bit about this. Like Amy had a question, if she refers a certain amount of people, would that qualify her for a free ticket? And that's one of the things that we are really hoping to have a workflow standpoint in, where the but anyway, we can have that. That would be a good topic to talk about during our upcoming office hours on Discord here later this week. But the main thing here wanted to talk about today, when we set up ClickFunnels earlier in the week, and also when we've been working on Active Campaign, that was done originally under Triple Win Foundation. And Triple Win Foundation is a registered Wyoming nonprofit corporation that we are planning to seek 501c3 status with the IRS here later. And that's one of the things that we are going to work on, creating a roadmap here to integrate our legacy roadmap with REtoken, and then have all of our projects on a roadmap here with Triple Win Foundation. And just to provide a little bit more perspective on the, and this is like, if you go to 3win.foundation, and I'm going to link everybody up on our live stream channel here real quick. So here is the URL for 3Win DAO, and that's Triple Win Foundation. And that redirects to our Notion page, which is right here. And you can see, and this is like the main projects that we're working on currently at the top of this page. And then here is, this is a diagram that we'll be updating, and we're bringing this yellow REtoken over into the green Triple Win Foundation ecosystem. So just wanted to kind of provide a little bit of perspective on that real quick. So coming back to the topic that I was talking about, because that was a little bit of a tangent here, the affiliate marketing. So we're really expecting the affiliate marketing efforts that we're creating here to be a solid revenue stream for our organization. And it's not just, so one of the things with a blockchain bootcamp for real estate, and this is the main thing that we're focused on here for the remainder of March and the majority of April, is developing this blockchain bootcamp for real estate. Let me just provide the link here real quick. And this is my affiliate link, and I'll put this in the live stream. And if you come in, like, let me actually change this to REtoken DAO. So when you buy your ticket, use promo code equals REtoken DAO. And this is one of the things that Tyler set up a code just to be fair for everybody that's coming in through REtoken DAO. Now, if you're haven't bought your ticket yet, you want to do that because the early bird pricing ends on March 31st. But anyway, and there's the link for, and we might want to change this, Tyler, to say almost everything, or I'll take that offline as far as an idea that I have. And I don't know what the character length is on this, but again, we'll take that offline, because I think that we could get a little better wording on this, because we're definitely not going to be doing everything within a 101. And that's one of the opportunities to do a deeper dive in another boot camp. But anyway, coming back to the agenda. So the affiliate marketing. So the thoughts are, instead of doing any of the marketing efforts, so one of the things that we did a preliminary trial on is ClickFunnels. And this is where we're planning on doing our two reasons that we're really looking at ClickFunnels. The first reason is for an affiliate program. we are offering a 50% affiliate program for Blockchain Bootcamp for real estate. So that's one of the needs that ClickFunnels fulfills. And then the second is that we are wanting to create a webinar marketing strategy, or are creating a webinar marketing strategy. Earlier in our live stream, we already showed you putting 2 webinars on the calendar for this upcoming week. But anyway, the thoughts are coming back to the agenda is to create affiliate marketing DAO, which will be a subsidiary DAO, a Wyoming DAO subsidiary of Triple Win Foundation within this ecosystem here. So this would be a new orange circle within the bubble there. So just want to put everybody's thoughts as far as if that makes sense and why that wanting to do that, and have some more conversations about that. But the biggest, I think, opportunity and need is, instead of doing the ClickFunnels account and our active campaign account under Triple Win Foundation, that we would move this to this new sub DAO, AFM DAO, which is basically affiliate marketing DAO. And this is me being super uncreative. If anybody wants to come up with something more creative, got a very limited window of opportunity, because we can create a trade name. Like, one of the great things about Wyoming is it only costs $100 for 10 years of a trade name registration. So it's like $10 a year, $100 up front. But again, we're expecting this to be a huge profit center, because the other opportunity too is ClickFunnels has its own affiliate program. I'm not going to go into details as far as why, but I don't know if you can see. I'll actually bring it up on the live stream here. Let me make myself. I'm going to go focus mode on myself here real quick. So here's my. Go ahead, Tyler. See, this is my shirt from Funnel Hacking Live 2019. Diehard funnel hacker.
Fun story. Russell Brunson is this marketing guy who was one of the co-founders, and I think is the current CEO of ClickFunnels. And Jason and I went to this conference where he was a presenter, and he starts off his presentation saying, "Do you guys know who the highest paid keynote speaker in the world is?" And people are like, "Oh, it's probably Oprah or Bill Gates or Richard Branson and blah, blah, blah." And he said, "No, it's actually me." He gave 2 presentations during this conference. He said, that Grant Cardone was the host. And so in return for putting people on stage, he gets half of whatever they sell. And so he does this thing. He said, "I sold 1,000 packages yesterday at my first keynote at $3,000 each. And that was $3 million. And Grant got half and I got half. So that was $1.5 million for an hour and a half of speaking." And he said, "I guarantee you Oprah and Richard Branson and blah, blah, blah don't get paid that much." So it was just this really interesting, of all of the stuff in his presentation, the 2 things that struck with me the most were this whole idea of saying you create enough value that people want to buy this product. And the second thing was, he showed this little mini video of himself from his very first presentation. He's wearing a tie and he's really awkward. He's reading off cue cards. And he was so proud of that. He said, "If you are that guy now, if you're standing up there shaking and nervous and stuttering and not knowing what you're doing on stage, you turn into me. Like, I'll show you how." It's just really kind of magical. He was like, those were the 2 things that struck with me the most, where he started and how far he came. So that was one of the things that got us interested in affiliate marketing, and this whole idea of saying we're creating a great product. This isn't some scammy thing where the product sucks and you're trying to get everybody in your downline, whatever. We're saying this product is incredible. This product is probably worth $500 to $1,000, and we're selling it for $130, and that's the deal of the year. So the fact that we're offering coupon codes plus affiliate on top of that, it just makes it even better. That's what we're trying to do.
And part of the reason that we're spending a little bit of time talking about this is that ClickFunnels, to fulfill the needs that we have, and I really just a very high level. First of all, it's a framework for us to operate our affiliate marketing program. And that feature within ClickFunnels is called Backpack. So second of all is to actually create the sales funnel as a part of our marketing strategy. And that's one of the things we'll be talking more about. And right now, again, going back to what we're talking about here, instead of doing that under Triple Win Foundation, our nonprofit Wyoming corporation, we're talking about creating a subsidiary DAO that we would register ClickFunnels in. And this is one of the things that just created here. This is, again, using Notion. Here, we've really only been using Notion for like 6 weeks here within 2022. It's very new for us, but this is one of the things, and you can see right here, no access. So this entity management system, and this is, I'm actually viewing it in a private window here on the live stream, and that's, I'm not gonna go into details on that. And this is one of the things, Tyler, that we should talk about during our office hours this week. So let's make sure that we get that on the agenda for our upcoming office hours. So I'm gonna stop talking here. Are there any thoughts, concerns? I mean, any like big roadblocks why that we shouldn't do this? And again, this is something that I've spent quite a bit of time on here this week, but this is something that we're wanting to put in place literally today.
Do you like it? Do you, I mean, not liking it is fine. Do you like it? Does it make sense? Does he just went over a lot. So I mean, how are you guys feeling about this?
Hey, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Dex.
Okay, cool. Yeah, a couple of things. This is great. I mean, what we are trying to do is great. We're educating, folks, especially in the, real estate area and how you're going to be, doing the tokenization and forth and so forth. The one of the questions that it came to me, somebody asked me like, they say, it's like the person said, I see all this stuff online, for free. Why do I need to pay for it? What is the significance of this thing that I am not getting it out of the YouTube University?
And let me grab that one, Tyler. I think the big value proposition, Dax, is bundling it in a format that's easily, like, curated content is the biggest value proposition to provide here today, because that's the thing. It's not bundled in a manner that you can consume it in a boot camp type of a format. Because for somebody to go from not knowing anything to knowing a lot within a 6-hour time frame, the way that we're going to be packaging this and that we're going to be bringing subject matter experts within this packaging format. And then also, one of the other value propositions that we're going to be creating is this exclusive community of people that said, hey, this is something that I see value in, because this is going to be catered for 3 primary people. It's or 3 buckets of people. First of all, real estate professionals. And then the other one is real estate investors, and that's current real estate investors or aspiring real estate investors. And then the last bucket, and this is one that we're very passionate about, is helping renters become owners. So the information is not bundled and packaged in a manner that is accessible for people. And then we're also, through the connections that we are obtaining, we're going to be bringing subject matter experts to contribute to each of these areas as far as security tokens. And like, I don't really think that there's a solid source of information to really talk about like security tokens. And again, it's just bundling it in a manner where somebody can go from not knowing anything to knowing a lot. But then also it's going to be a 1-year membership. And that's one of the things that I think, and I don't think you went through the process of actually attending the 20-minute and like the webinar that we just put 2 on for the calendar here. That's really where we're going to be talking about the information, the way that we're packaging it, and then the biggest benefit is that we're going to be providing people a 1-year membership, a 1-year pass to this blockchain bootcamp for real estate. And that's going to be done, executed via an NFT, and we'll be showing that coming up here momentarily. So does that provide a good answer for why we believe that it's worth the price that we're putting on it?
Yeah. I kind of answered the same question. I was thinking, I was telling them that this is very tailored, focused towards the real estate tokenization. This is very custom thing, kind of a boot camp. You're going from not knowing anything and familiarizing yourself with how the how the tokenization, especially in the real estate, works, and then I did mention the year-long kind of a subscription too, right? The subsequent training, they will be able to participate, and there will be like an NFT thing. I didn't mention all those things, but and then I do also wanted to ask you, do we have like some sort of like a brochure kind of a thing, like a 1-page,
That's
like
why we're looking DAX to deploy ClickFunnels. So that will be a website that is designed to convert interested prospects into one of two things: either a webinar registrant, or two, like they're going to see the value proposition within that sales funnel, that ClickFunnels that we'll be creating, and then actually just commit to purchasing the bootcamp ticket via that ClickFunnels. So, and then the great thing about this, if you are a registered affiliate with the program, the opportunity for you to earn a 50% affiliate commission. So that's the whole purpose of why that we're putting ClickFunnels in place, is to make it easy for people like you to have somebody that you can say, okay, well, go check this out, and this will answer all the questions for you.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Just before I'll turn the mic to you. Just last one with that. I'll finish my questions for now. Are we still offering like 100%? What is it? Refund? If they don't.
Yeah, we have a money back
guarantee.
guarantee.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we have a money back guarantee. The only caveat on that is you just have to show up. So if you show up, you start listening to it, and you're like, you know what, this information isn't valuable, then we're happy to give you a refund. If you just buy one and don't show up, then there's no refund. But if you show up and you don't think it's valuable, I'm happy to give you a refund, full refund, no questions asked. The big thing on this,
I believe that this is actually, and this is one of the things we're going to be deploying Unlock Protocol for the NFT, and I believe that Unlock Protocol has that as a technical capability. But let's make sure that we add that, and I'm going to put that down here as far as a next action. And we've got this next action section right here, and I'm just adding that real quick. Go ahead, Tyler.
Yeah, the big thing, Dax, is I think that, well, I know, because I wrote a lot of the curriculum. I know that this information is going to be so well presented and so valuable. I can't imagine anybody being like, this was awful, I want my money back. That's why we're offering it. Because if you show up, you are absolutely going to get way more than your money's worth. So to answer your thought on curation, my thought is, if somebody really does want to take the time, watch all the videos, curate everything themselves, track down experts if they have questions, whatever, then this bootcamp probably isn't for them. But for somebody that says, oh my God, I just want somebody to hold my hand and just tell me like what a wallet is, where to get one. I remember, it's so funny. I actually wish I could teach myself this bootcamp from 2 years ago. Jason was trying to explain blockchain to me, and I was like, you just go to blockchain.com and log in? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, oh, you just go into your MetaMask wallet. I was like, I don't know what that is. Like, So the value of having access to this. The other thing is that we didn't mention, and I think we probably have undersold this, is this isn't a one-time event. It's a one-time cost for a season's pass, which we are hoping to put these on every month. some of the information will be the same, but a lot of it's going to change from month to month as the industry sort of evolves. So when people have time, they've got replays available. This is the next month. I'm guessing the price is going to go up, but the seasons pass won't. So a 1-year membership to what we're doing. If the value itself isn't enough, which I think it will be, they have access to 11 more camps after this.
Gotcha. Just another question, guys. Actually, this is great. I like it. We're kind of like kind of coming together and putting together as a sales funnel thing. It's like a one-stop shop, I guess, for capturing the user. Either they're wanting to, like, a first step to attend the webinar. If they're satisfied with the webinar or they like the content, then they can sign up for the eventual bootcamp, I guess, right? That's what I'm understanding it. So in that case, we would be like having or coming up with some sort of a URL, for that, so that it takes them directly to the ClickFunnels instead of the actual,
Yeah.
the ticketing system, right?
When you put, Dex, when you put in your affiliate link, I thought that was really brilliant. And it was pretty frustrating when I clicked on it and it didn't immediately pop open. I tried an incognito window. I was hoping it would pop up with your window, with your affiliate code and your promo, and then all the sales would be tracked to you. I thought that was awesome. There's something broken in Eventbrite, it doesn't work. So what we're trying to do with ClickFunnels is create a unique link to you so that it will get tracked to you. The other thing is, and this is something that we found out, Hopin is a little bit of functionality missing, is if people start listening to it 5 minutes in, they're like, man, this is really cool, I want to buy it. There's not really a buy it now option on Hopin. We can post the website and whatever, but it's just a little bit manual. With ClickFunnels, it's designed to buy now. So you can have your window in a or you can have your presentation in a window with a button that says buy now. So people can click that anytime during the presentation. And then you've got their email and you can follow up with them. It's like a whole system. So that's one of the things we're trying to make this. That's one of the reasons why we're starting Affiliate Marketing DAO also is as people get more into this, all the traffic right now, other than the promo codes, we don't have a good way to track down which affiliates are coming from who. Jason and I are marketing this thing like 24/7. So we personally know several of the people who've signed up. That's kind of where we know they came from, but that's fine if you got, a handful of tickets sold. It's not fine if you got thousands of tickets sold. That's what we're trying to fix.
And to provide a little bit of additional substantiation on this is actually something that we were wanting to do for DAO Day on 2/22/22. We just didn't have time to deliver the actual DAO Day plus build out an affiliate program from a timeline standpoint. That's one of the reasons, again, that we're wanting to set up this affiliate marketing DAO, because we're absolutely planning on utilizing the same affiliate marketing infrastructure that we're creating here through ClickFunnels for Token Summit, which is a separate DAO within the Triple Win Foundation ecosystem. And then, like, one of the other things, going back over here to the homepage, and this is something that wanting to talk about, I don't think we'll have time to talk about it today, but like, we're wanting to launch For Christ Foundation here on 4/4/2022. And similar to how we have transitioned Triple Win Foundation from a Wyoming DAO LLC to a nonprofit corporation, got to do the same thing with For Christ Foundation. So anyway, coming back, and we're pipelining. The reason that I brought that up is besides Tyler and I have already started having some preliminary conversations of doing some type of Christian-centered product through For Christ Foundation. But anyway, coming back here, does anybody have any questions as far as the why that we're looking to set up a AFM DAO as a sub-entity, as another entity within and that's, again, it's going to be a new orange circle on this diagram here that still needs to get updated. This goes back to November 9th of 2021. That's something that I'll get done. If somebody wants to do this, I might even create a bounty. We'll talk about bounties here, but we're already 10 minutes after our second hour. But before we move on, this is, again, final opportunity, because we're planning on pulling the trigger on this literally after we get off of the working group here today, because we have an immediate need to get our ClickFunnels account put in place and to start setting up some of the payment processing and stuff like that. Go ahead, Amy.
Yes, I think I looked into ClickFunnels before because I was thinking of starting my own business. Have you looked into Samcart also? I wish if we could have a format, we can try both and see which one has a better output, I guess.
So, and I'm going to beat you real quick. The big thing, and I'm not familiar with that, but my expectation is one of the we're really looking for two aspects of ClickFunnels. One is managing our affiliate program, and I would be really surprised if some other tool has as good of a capabilities that delivers on both of these things right here, because there's lots of things that you can do for creating sales funnels. Like, and this is one of the conversations that I was having with Tyler about the other day, is if we really wanted to, we could probably build a sales funnel within WordPress from scratch. Now, it may be harder for us to do, but the big thing is having both of these. And then the other value proposition is that it makes doing a lot of the back-end integrations. And when we're talking about integrations, one of the other things, and let me actually go over here real quick to our tool stack, and I think I can link over here. So this is a page. This is a tool stack. This is tools and services within Notion, and these are ones that we're considering. Like, these are ones that we're trying out right now. So right now we've got a lot of tools that we're currently evaluating. So the other one is Active Campaign. That's the one that's really going to be doing the email marketing and the CRM. CRM is the customer relations management. So here in Q1, we're putting an immense amount of tools in place. And this is tools that we've been talking about putting in place for quite a while. And that's really the big value proposition that ClickFunnels provides, is the back-end integration, like Stripe. Stripe is definitely something that we're putting in place to facilitate payments processing. One of the reasons, because that we still may utilize natively purchasing a ticket. And this is one of the things that we'll have to figure out, because we're building workflow here, like us, that has a friend that is interested in learning more about what we're creating here. This is the big value proposition of ClickFunnels, is that it makes it easy to have a page where the goal of that page is to get two outcomes. Either one, registering for the webinar, or two, actually buying a ticket for Blockchain Bootcamp. So that's the two goals that we're looking to build within this single website that we're going to build with ClickFunnels. And again, we've got a 14-day trial period. And going back again to the agenda right now, the big question is there any concerns about setting up this affiliate marketing DAO? Because again, like, whether we use ClickFunnels or not, that's a different decision in and of its own right. We've got 14 days to make a decision on ClickFunnels or bring in some other tools. So if you could link us up, Amy, as far as what that other tool that you would like us to evaluate. But right now, to just simplify the decision, we really need, in my opinion, to make a decision as far as this affiliate marketing DAO, because looking again to register a legal entity, obtain an EIN, and that's one of the things. And let me actually bring this open real quick, because the link doesn't work here. But so this is a page that I created as far as, and this is I literally put out some bullet points. This is how to create a new business entity. And this is one of the things we'll be talking more about during the office hours. If people would like to know more about this, but this is some very high level steps that just added for what we're going to be literally going through here today. I think I actually already created an email address, but again, going back, is there any concerns as far as this step here? And I think to provide a number, it's like 150 bucks, probably around 150 bucks for registering the entity and registering the registered agent service. These first two things, or these middle two steps. These are the ones that have a cost component. I'll just add here, this is 25 bucks in Wyoming, and this is 102 bucks in Wyoming. And Wyoming is where we are doing most of our business registrations, unless we're planning on doing business in a local state. And we already talked about our state expansion strategy. But that's the, so really it's like I said, less than 150 bucks for putting up this AFM DAO LLC. All right. Well, I'm gonna check this off the list. We're gonna proceed with doing that. And if you have any reservations and you don't want to voice them publicly, feel free to reach out to myself or Tyler via DMs or our private channels on Discord. So let's go ahead. I'm going to refresh this page. I just checked that box off on my other screen over here. So I'm going to collapse this. We're done with this. This is occupied majority of it, and we still have an immense amount to talk about. We've already been talking about this quite a bit. We've already talked about buy your ticket. We already showed this. So this is the thing that wanted to really show. So how do you all like this image here for our NFT ticket?
I think it looks great.
Yeah, I like it too. It's good.
All right. Well, we will go ahead, Dax.
Just, I mean, again, I'm kind of a OCD, but anyways, flip the icons or logo. I think the REtoken should be first, and then the boot camp should be next. Just close through nicely. That's all I can see.
No, I can definitely make that change. Let me actually just do that right now, because I'm actually wanting to go through the process here on our live stream of creating the unlock lock. So let me open this up here. And I am not a graphic designer, but this is one of the things we already talked about, using this template in I can't remember, I think we did that. We have a channel for those of us that hold 500 REtoken or more. And so this is the tool that I primarily use for doing my very rudimentary graphic stuff is Snagit. I have said and will say that I am a screenshot junkie. And so this is so you're talking about just flipping them around like this, right, Dax?
Yeah, that's right.
Let me see if I'm getting these all lined up here.
To me, it's like we are giving the emphasis. REtoken, presents the boot camp, So.
Yeah, no, I have no problem making that slight change. So it sounded like we're and the other decision here. So I think that's good enough. Let me see if let me bring this one forward, bring to front, and
That looks good. Yep.
okay, so let's save as the PNG or So I save as the snag project and the PNG. The snag project is what allows me to go in and make edits, because if I just save it as the PNG, I can't edit it later. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and, oh, I can't replace it here on, I'll do that later. So anyway, we like that. So and this was a Dework task that created for that as well. I think I put like 50 retoken here on the Dework task. So we'll talk about that coming up here in the Dework section of this agenda. So the other thing too, since we're going to be using this as for a revenue stream, there's two needs for us, and I don't think that we necessarily need to do that here today, but this is something that we will get rectified before our live event. This is just us being making sure that we have the image license for using these two images. So there's two images that are licensed here, the ticket template and then the bootcamp stamp. And this is one for us to, it's going to be this cost for the ticket image, one. And this, the great thing about us doing this is that if we wanted to utilize these for another project later, then we could absolutely do that as well. So we'll get that again rectified from a licensing standpoint. So the next one here is to actually go through, and this is why that I wanted to get that image updated, is to create the unlock protocol lock for this project. So while I'm going through that, you want to talk about unlock, Tyler, and why we love unlock protocol?
Sure. So one of the things, there's actually a few things we like about it. One is it's a solution that is crypto native. If people want to pay in Matic, or there's a possibility that we could take other currencies. Matic's kind of the one that makes sense. It's on the Polygon network, and the gas is so cheap. Even the high gas is still, I think, under a cent most of the time.
Well, real quick, I think that this may be a great opportunity for us to lean a little bit more into using USDC, because the drawback of Matic is that it fluctuates in price, and we're planning on using USDC is increasingly becoming a prominent stable coin, and the opportunity for us to have consistent pricing, whether somebody's getting their ticket on Eventbrite or through, and this is, again, we haven't finalized, like here for season one, it's kind of going to be a mixed bag while we're working on really refining how that people are going to buy a ticket. And this is something that we'll have to make a decision on, because we've already went down the path of offering tickets on Eventbrite. Now, whether we do that for season two, again, we will have to see. And this is, again, something for us to just think about here in the coming weeks. And because we've already put forward a plan of delivering 40 seasons, and that's something that we've got some tokenomics. We're not going to talk about that. We'll probably talk about that during our boot camp or our working group for this product specifically later in the week. But this here on the window right now is the profile for the hot wallet. And anyway, I think that we should, to get us back on track, I think that we should actually look at using USDC on Polygon and have that be for this. And I think that we might have to change the smart contract later, because I don't think that you can easily do that within the GUI. But anyway, here's the, go ahead and finish the conversation of why we love unlock. So what's your thoughts on that, Tyler, using USDC?
So, yeah, I like that idea. I think it'll make it easier for a couple of reasons. The thing that I was thinking on Matic is, instead of saying a dollar amount, we just pay you an affiliate amount. So 50% of Matic, but if you want to use USDC, that's fine. So on unlock, a couple things. One is it's really easy to use. Two is, now that we have a bank account open, we are able to take credit cards through that. I know it was a struggle for several people that were trying to get into DAO Day. They're kind of scrambling last minute, trying to figure out how to put Matic on a credit card, and stuff wasn't working and the directions weren't clear or whatever. So the challenge we had with DAO Day, which we have since solved, is we didn't have a bank account at the time. Now we do. Now we can get a Stripe account. With a Stripe account, we'll be able to take credit cards through Unlock or both. We can also take USDC as a crypto option. So the first problem that we had to solve. The second problem that we are going to solve is there are several competitors of Unlock out there. Most of them take huge percentages. I talked to a guy the other day who runs a startup, similar functionality to Unlock, but he takes 15% of all ticket sales. And I think he's trying to add in some marketing and some other stuff and some internal promotion, which is fine, but we're not really interested in that. We just want the functionality on the payment processing. The third thing that we really like is Unlock's founder and their team are unbelievably helpful and available. We already have great relationships with Julie and their founder. Chris Carfey has been a speaker for us multiple times. Great guy. Tim Falls. Their whole team is just top notch. So we love working with them, and they're just so easy to work with. And last thing that we like about Unlock is they are platform agnostic. So if in the future we wanted to add in US dollar coin and Matic, and maybe you can pay in REtoken, or maybe you can pay in something else or whatever, they don't actually care. Whatever currency you tell them to process, they're just set up for it. So it's really easy. The last thing is we like the fact that we're able to switch out the artwork later, so we can issue an NFT. They can token gate the event for us. We can say, hey, if this guy has this NFT in their wallet, give them access, and then we can. That's where some of the functionality comes in. That's really nice. Where we say, hey, if this person has an April 2022 NFT, give them access for 12 months. If this person has an October 2022 NFT, give them access for a different 12 months. And then once the functionality is gone, if they don't resubscribe, it just turns into just a picture. It's not an NFT at that point anymore. So that's really nice functionality for us. We don't have to constantly keep track manually of who's who and whatever, that kind of thing.
So one of the things that I just had to do there, and you can see here that there is this, and this is the Unlock Protocol dashboard. And let me actually just real quick, since we've been talking about Unlock Protocol, let me actually open this with my wallet so that you can see some of the places that we have used. So over here, I haven't created any locks on the Yonks.eth wallet. But I do have some keys, and this is one of the things. We've got Token Town, which is our project for HOA Destroyer. We've talked a little bit about DAO Day. That was something that we delivered on February 22nd. So these are some of NFTs that I've bought for our projects that we have created here through Triple Win Foundation. But anyway, here's the link for that if you're interested, and I'll throw that in the live stream channel. Here is the links for Unlock Protocol. And this is the dashboard, and on their homepage, here's what their homepage. I'm going to bookmark this because this is the hot wallet for camp.ret.eth. And one of the things that I did while Tyler was extolling the benefits of Unlock Protocol is I sent to Matic here. So let me refresh this, and this window will go away here right now. And then, so there, the warning is gone. So now we're going to go through the process of actually creating the lock. And this is one of the things that we'll be having more conversations about as far as the workflow. And just wanted to say hi, Julie. Thanks for popping on the live stream. And also thanks to Ernest for chiming in here. So Ernest seems to like the idea of us using USDC for our ticket on that. That's one of the things that we will figure out and probably incorporate into our upcoming working group on, and I can't remember, when was it that we were talking about that? Let me take a look over here. Thursday, I believe, and I'll bring our calendar back over here. So yeah, Thursday, we are going to be doing a 1-hour working group to talk specifically an hour long about blockchain bootcamp for real estate. Thursday, that's 6 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll get the event scheduled in session for that here soon. But anyway, let's go ahead and create the lock. This is one of the things that we love about our working groups. We don't just talk about getting things done. We actually do things here as well. So create the lock. And this is where we name the lock. This is something that's very important to get right, because when you go through the process of creating this, it can't be changed because it actually creates a smart contract for minting the NFTs. So this is going to be Blockchain Boot Camp for Real Estate 101. And what else do we want in here? This is our last opportunity to do this. This is something I just put in the live stream chat, and I don't know if there's a character limit. Let me see, character count. Let's see how long this is. So that's 40 characters, and I don't know what the limit is. We created a smart contract the other day for our co-op housing investment club, and that seemed to go a little bit over. And let me see if I've got that bookmarked here on Polygon Scan. I'll see if I can find that. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and see what your all thoughts are as far as this name for our NFT.
Yeah, we agree, Ernest. Consistent pricing is a huge thing. And that was actually one of our concerns about trying to have a crypto solution. So if we can figure that out with Unlock, that's what we're going to do this afternoon.
Well, the question right now is, what should we call our smart contract for REtoken?
Hey, Jason, is there sorry, I might have missed it. Is there a max characters? Is there a limit?
That's what I'm not completely sure. And let me actually bring open, and here's what I've got. I just put a caption here. So what should we call our smart contract for REtoken? Blockchain Bootcamp for Real Estate is what currently have in here. So let me actually show in a window here the ticket for, and this is one of the reasons that we love doing things on Polygon, is OpenSea. And we're hoping that there will be a better platform than OpenSea come out or become more prominent. But OpenSea still does, I've heard a statistic like 90% of the secondary resale in the aftermarket. But this is one of the things I was wanting to show my collection. And here's the ticket. And I already showed you what that looks like, or looked like, in the Unlock Protocol dashboard. This is what it looks like here on OpenSea. And so here's, I mean, this is the length of this name here. Let me see what the character limit is on this one. So that was 39 characters. This is 41. I don't know if there's a limit, but and I don't know exactly what it looks like to update some of this stuff. That's one of the things that we can work on some best practices with. But here, let me throw the link in here for everybody. And Ernest has a question. I'm going to actually throw this up real quick here for Ernest. So the question that Ernest just asked, so you built the NFT on OpenSea first? No, you definitely don't. You create, whenever somebody buys the NFT, that's when, or whenever you airdrop the NFT, that's when it gets minted. It doesn't actually get minted. So you can't see anything on OpenSea until there's actually been an NFT created. Because what we're doing right now is we're just creating the smart contract. And that's why kind of pausing to make sure that that we get this in here the way that we want it. So anyway, I think that Blockchain Bootcamp for Real Estate 101 is adequate. And then like the opportunity for us to figure out, because I'm pretty sure that we have the capability of updating the description, like via, like right now it says a key to unlock. And this is again the NFT for DAO Day that we did. So here, let me scroll this up here. So here's the description over here. And you can see where, and this will be created by camp.ret.eth. And that's one of the things that we could go in and update the profile. But yeah, you don't do anything on OpenSea. That all happens automatically whenever an NFT gets created through an airdrop or a minting process. And that's one of the things that Unlock does have the capability of doing an airdrop. And that might be one of the things that we incorporate into our own workflow. Because again, right now the plan is to create the process of using ClickFunnels. And again, if somebody can find a better option than ClickFunnels, because that's going to cost us $300 a month for affiliate marketing DAO to pay for that product. And we're, again, I already talked about that, but so does that answer your question, Ernest? Yeah, he said, gotcha. So yeah, because you haven't minted an NFT. So just go into your Unlock Protocol dashboard and you can either do an airdrop or you can go through the process of minting the NFT. But anyway, going back to the question here is, what should we call our smart contract for Blockchain Bootcamp for Real Estate 101? I think that we should just call it right there, Blockchain Bootcamp for Real Estate 101, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Do we need to date it, or can we call them all that is this the perpetual smart contract we're going to mint every month?
I think that it should be a perpetual smart contract, and I believe that and this is one of the value propositions of using an ERC 721 token, is each one is unique. And that's what gets created, and the opportunity for each one to have each NFT to have its own expiration date. That's kind of one of the things that's built into how Unlock Protocol works. And you can see on the screen here, this is key duration, 365 days, because this is, again, a 1-year pass. And this is one of the things that we can potentially change manually on a per token basis. I don't know if this key duration is from when it's minted, but that's my expectation. So it's whenever somebody claims the airdrop. And again, we'll have to figure out that workflow. And I don't know if we can change this very easily. I think changing it from Matic to Polygon USDC is something that we'll have to modify after we actually create the initial smart contract. And again, that's one of the things that I'll pipeline to get figured out between now and the upcoming working group on Thursday, and maybe even sooner, because again, the opportunity, if somebody wants to buy the ticket natively with Polygon USDC, because there might be a slightly reduced price, because the big value proposition for us is that there won't be any payment processing like with Stripe, because I think Stripe probably has a 2 or 3%. I don't know what ClickFunnels will be. And that's one of the things that we really need to figure out and have an understanding, because, and again, we may make a decision here in season 1 that the only way to buy a ticket is go to our ClickFunnel page or whatever tool that we end up using, and then we'll figure out all that stuff on the back end. So again, that's something for us to be thinking about here in the coming weeks while we're ramping up to deliver season 1 of Blockchain Bootcamp for Real Estate. But right now, I'm going to change this to 97Matic. I don't know what that translates to. And maybe I should just I think we were talking about 69Matic, weren't we, Tyler?
Yeah, that's 69Matic, because that was supposed to be somewhere around $100. So with the promo code, that was around $100 too. And Matic's kind of number go up, number go down. So I really like the idea of US coin better than Matic, but I guess we could have a Matic option if we, because the tickets are around the same price. The Matic ticket might be slightly different, but if the USDC and the fiat price are the same, I feel good about that. And then if we want to throw in a Matic price or not, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, so right now 69 Matic is $115. And I don't know what and that's one of the things again, we've got this early bird pricing. And with it being here right now, anyway, we can figure this out.
Do we have
Go ahead, Tyler.
Do we have the functionality in a smart contract to change the price, or is it just locked in?
No, that's one of the great things about Unlock Protocol is it's very easy to change the price in the dashboard. Now, changing it from Matic, which is the native token on Polygon, to a non-native token like USDC, that's a different process. And that's one of the things that, again, I'm going to pipeline to figure out here as soon as possible. And that's one of the great things. Went through that process like with Token Town, where we use one wrapped Ethereum. I had to do a smart contract modification to make that update. But again, that's something that we'll take offline. We only have 20 minutes left in our working group right now. But this is the final opportunity on the name for the smart contract here. I like Blockchain Bootcamp for Real Estate 101. But again, once we press submit, the smart contract is created.
Since we're doing this, do we just want to call it Blockchain Bootcamp 101? So if in the future we're not aiming at real estate, or doesn't matter?
No, that'll be a different product.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, if we want to create and like that's one of the things that we've had some side conversations about. I want this to be absolutely geared for 3 buckets of people: real estate professionals, real estate investors that's currently investing in real estate or like to invest in real estate, and then helping renters become owners, and having this product niche into those 3 buckets of people and not deviate. And if we want to do another one, like I think a huge opportunity is doing an NFT bootcamp. Tyler and I have already had some conversations about doing a crypto for Christ, similar type of dynamic, but maybe a deeper dive. But anyway, we'll be having more conversations about that after we deliver and create a solid framework. Because once we create a solid bootcamp framework, the opportunity of creating some other niches like NFT bootcamp or something like that absolutely exists. So I like that what we've got here. And then this is something that we can, again, modify some of these parameters. We just can't modify the name later. But final opportunity. I'm going to click on submit unless somebody says something here pretty quickly.
Yeah, just Jason. So the 101, we are meaning to say this is for like beginners level, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, Dax, the content that we're covering is true 101, like what is blockchain and what is crypto and what is a wallet and how do you get one and how do you buy crypto. And if somebody said, so the example I used to use is if you ever have a conversation where somebody says, I don't know the difference between a Bitcoin and an NFT, that's our audience. That's who we're looking for.
But to provide some additional details, though, this is, again, a blockchain bootcamp for real estate. So we're going to be covering a lot of information that's beginner level, but a lot of people that may be experts in crypto have no idea about. So that's, again, the huge value proposition, because somebody may have been in crypto since Bitcoin came out, but that doesn't mean that they know anything about how blockchain technology applies to real estate. And that's the huge value proposition of this, is that even though that somebody may be a crypto expert, they may know nothing about real estate and blockchain technology or security tokens. And that's, again, topics that we're going to be covering within this blockchain bootcamp for real estate 101. All right, well, I'm grabbing a screenshot and pressing submit. Here it goes. We ready? So, and I had to send, again, to Matic. Let's see how much the smart contract ends up costing to create. And that's, again, one of the reasons that we love building on Polygon. The other that we love doing stuff with NFTs on Polygon is that OpenSea natively supports Polygon NFTs. So I'm clicking on submit, and this is again, and I'm going to throttle this up to a high just to get our transaction through the pipeline more quickly. And you can see right there, very low cost. I'm going to get a screenshot of this real quick for the collection, and then click on confirm over here. And now we're just waiting for the transaction to approve. And this is something, again, that we'll be having more conversations about on Thursday, or perhaps even sooner. And we're just waiting on this again to get minted. But integrations, this is one of the reasons that we love Unlock Protocol, is that WordPress, we're doing a lot of our building websites on WordPress, and then also custom integrations. I don't know if they actually have Stripe up here, but Discord, and we actually are doing a lot of our Discord, and we'll be talking about that here pretty quickly. If we have time, we went deeper on some of these topics here today, but we might not be able to get to all of our agenda here. So here is the address for our smart contract, and here, smart contract address for RET Camp. And RET Camp is the token, ERC20 token, and this is the ERC 721 / ticket / and this is NFT ticket, smart contract, and this is blockchain boot camp for real estate 101. Okay, and now we're actually going to update the image with that image that we utilized later. So this is how easy it is. Now, one of the things that we'll be talking about pretty quickly is the, and let me make this slightly smaller. So upload a file, and I'm going to upload the one that we just updated here. And we use Deck's recommendation, put the REtoken logo first. And this doesn't actually, this creates something on IPFS, but the opportunity for us to potentially update, like we've got these numbers here. Like if we really wanted to, we could create that represents the token ID, because each NFT on an ERC 721 is unique. So whoever buys the first ticket will have token number 1. I'll probably do that offline here. I think I've got to send myself some Matic, because I think I'm running low on Matic on my. I've got some on mainnet that I need to bridge over, but also might want to get the Stripe process set up, and that's something that I'll talk to Tyler about, if we would rather use the crypto or the Matic, and we'll talk about that offline. But so this is where you can upload. So I'm going to click on save, and you've got to sign the transaction here. I don't think that costs any gas. But now if somebody, and this is one of the things, if we wanted to go through the process, we could actually use the WordPress plugin, the Unlock Protocol WordPress plugin. And that's one of the things that we have done with Token, like we talked about Token Summit. .xyz, and the one token town is the page, and this is on WordPress multi-site that we created this, and that's something that we're probably going to do here for RET.team. I've been creating some tickets, and this is, I went through the process of acquiring my own ticket utilizing this page, and you already saw the ticket earlier that is in my collection on OpenSea. So there we did. We created, and you saw here on our live stream how easy the process is for us, or for you, if you want to create your own Unlock lock. And then in Unlock lingo, the lock is the smart contract. The NFT is the key to that lock. So we're huge fans of that. So we've got our smart contract. And then one of the things that we have here, we created, going back to our agenda. So this ticket here is obviously for April 23rd, 2022. It's a 1-year pass. And one of the things that we can do on this is, and let me take this caption off. We already minted our smart contract. So there we go. So this is, and I'm going to update this here offline, but all right. I'm going to just keep on going because we've got a lot more. We did this. So one of the things that we've been talking about is Discord. So currently we have 5 servers in play. The primary one that we've been doing most of our efforts surrounding is REtoken. The DAO Hack, we have a Discord server that's got about 100 members in it. Token Summit DAO. And then these 2 servers are not in use. This isn't something I ever put enough effort into building out. My preference here is to actually consolidate into the REtoken DAO. One of the things, this affects Julie. Julie has boosted both Token Summit DAO and REtoken DAO Discord. So are there any concerns or reservations into consolidating into REtoken DAO Discord?
I really like the idea. Something that Bankless does that I like is, I'm not sure if it's Me6 or what bot they're using, but they have something where you can actually just display which channel. So if somebody isn't it, so that's what we'd like to get installed here at some point is if somebody says, show me the Token Summit channels or don't, or show me the REtoken channels or don't, or whatever. The only question mark on this whole rebrand was we would like to rebrand the server as Triple Win Foundation or 3Win DAO or some kind of vanity URL. And we've got like 100 to 200 YouTube videos out there that are all backlinked to Discord/REtoken. So I don't know if we just want to just call that a wash and just start over, or if we actually want to go back and backlink, just change all those backlinks. It's a pain in the ass, but it's really gonna help our SEO. But that's the goal, is to rebrand the whole thing as Triple Win, and then funnel everybody that wants to be involved in any project in, and then they can just kind of pick what they want. That way we are cross-pollinating people and attracting a bunch of different audiences, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and to add a little bit more to that, I think that that's a different depth of decision right now, and I would really love to. So Tyler voted for consolidating into REtoken DAO, and this isn't something that we necessarily like. This is something that I would actually like to put forward from a temp check standpoint, and that's one of the things that I'm going to figure out as far as verbiage on. But I'm going to keep on going because we've only got less than 10 minutes left, and we've got a lot of tools talk here. So I'm going to collapse the RET camp on our agenda and the REtoken. Does anybody want to chime in some thoughts on this before we move on?
I just want to just throw a huge shout out to Julie and thank you for all the boosts, all the help, all the unsung hero stuff, to doing the timing stamps on the YouTubes, and just a million little things that are just super helpful. So thanks, Julie. We really appreciate you so much. I think you're fantastic. Super excited to jump you out of fiat farming so you can do this stuff full time, and that'd be cool, really fun.
Absolutely, and thanks for everybody. I mean, we really appreciate the feedback, and it's a lot more fun, working with you all. And I just added a bullet point here saying we will continue to discuss what this looks like in upcoming conversations. So, we put this new office hours on the calendar as well. That would be a great opportunity for, again, more casual and candid conversations to occur. So anyway, I'm going to check that box, refresh our agenda here. So one of the things, and this is a great segue into the next conversation, and I don't know if we're going to get all of this done. Tyler and I hosted Mike Fonz.eth on the DAO Hack on Friday in a conversation introducing gm.xyz, and I really believe that this is the Discord alternative that we've really been looking for, and I think I still have the comment up here from Ernest. I find it difficult to bounce around the different Discords, so I think that that's another vote of the Discord consolidation conversations. And again, that'll be an ongoing conversation. The main priority here in the coming weeks is to deliver an absolutely fabulous blockchain bootcamp for real estate. We're setting a lot of tooling in place to deliver this, and it probably won't be. I mean, that's one of the things. Everything here is an ongoing work in progress, just to be clear. But gm.xyz, we've been having conversations for months about community platforms, Mighty Networks, Circle.so, Metaforo. What other ones are we missing here, Tyler?
I think those are the big ones, but I think that the big thing is that not just that, but the small ones, LinkedIn, Facebook, Reddit, trying to manage all these different platforms and not just restream to them, but actually engage with them and get content going. And this was the biggest thing that struck me for this thing with GM when Mike was saying there really isn't a good Web3 platform out there to have async conversations for project planning. You know, you're in the US, you put out some stuff, and the guy in Europe that you're trying to work with is asleep. And so 3 hours later, when he wakes up, there's 8,000 paragraphs of text, and he's not going to scroll through all that, and you just keep missing each other. So this whole idea of collabing on a project versus just having just kind of like chit chat is really nice, and being discoverable to other communities. Where Mighty Networks, I think, was probably the best of the platforms that we looked at, but I don't find a lot of people just sort of tripping into your Mighty Network off another Mighty Network, where with this they could.
Yeah, and that's one of the things too that going back to Ernest's point here, finding it difficult to bounce around different Discords, and it's a very different experience in gm.xyz. Let me actually bring open my profile here on gm.xyz, and I was in the process of linking up, and let me finish that real quick on the live stream chat, because this is a call to action out here. If you haven't signed up for gm.xyz, go do it if you're watching our live stream or if you're watching this on replay, because we have for the two, and this is something that we may do here after we get done with our agenda. We're already getting close to the hour, but we have two community requests on gm.xyz. One is for affordable housing. That was the very first community request that we put forward, and we did that through our home, the letter rhome.eth. That's really the brand that we're really looking to deliver equitable affordable housing. And then REtoken, the real estate DAO. That's the project that we've been spending the most efforts on here since July of 2021. And so go sign up for gm.xyz. Let me show you how easy it is to do this. This is one of the things that I've got here. Create a profile for 3win.eth. So 3win.eth is the hot wallet for Triple Win Foundation. And just go in here. I'm going to show everybody how easy this process is. So gm.xyz, let me go to the home page. And I think I'm signed in. I am. So this is, again, the 3win.eth hot wallet. So this is how easy it is. I'm signed into MetaMask. I'm going to click on the sign in with Ethereum button, log in with MetaMask, and then I sign MetaMask Connect, and here is my new profile. So it literally took, 15 seconds? Now imagine what that process looks like to create a profile on Facebook or Twitter, where you have to give them your email address. You have to confirm your email address, and it's a process. Here, I literally connected my Web3 wallet, and in this case, use MetaMask. And let me go to the profile here. So this is something that I'll update. We're already running out of time, but 3win.eth, this is, again, the main profile. GM stands for good morning. That's some of the crypto culture, and that's one of the things, another reason that I'm so, and you can see on, this is the GM chat. GM. So that's one of the fun things about crypto culture. Anyway, going back to our agenda, and I don't. Do we want to run over here, Tyler? Or do we want to cut this off here? I lost Tyler on the live stream. I don't know. Oh, Tyler's phone died.
I have to jump up. So yeah, thank you very much all, and I'm going to be officers and questions.
Yeah, for sure, and that I think is a good opportunity for that to come to a close here. So again, we've got our Google Calendar, and I'll probably do some of this stuff offline as far as on the agenda here today, because this is something that. Again, going back to the agenda, this is something that I might even do during a quick live stream on the DAO hack, because that was actually something else. So I might even just wrap this stuff into a quick, like, how to create a profile on gm.xyz. Anyway, any final thoughts before we bring it a wrap? Tyler's cell phone died. Dax has to hop off, and we're already 1 minute over the time here today. I hear Amy. Are you going to give us some final thoughts here today, Amy? Or are you just going to say have a good Sunday?
I can't I can't unmute. This is giving me a hard time. The restream, I've been bounced out like 20 times and keep coming back. So I don't know how good this is for you guys. But of course, I'm on my mobile phone. Maybe that's the reason why. My laptop died on me today. I might need to bring it to Best Buy and see what's wrong with it. But yeah, everything is good, and I'm okay with combining everything. Like Ernest said, it's really hard to bounce in different Discord. Just check which one has a meeting or an event going on. So I'm all for that. Uh, and we'll just catch you on the next meeting. Thank you. And I might need to rewatch this in YouTube too.
No, and appreciate your feedback, Amy. And this is one of the things why we did Zoom and Restream in the first place. Restream gives us more capabilities. We do not have to use Studio at all. And one of the things that I'm going to actually put out here via a bounty is to get a OBS, because with OBS, we can increase our OBS is a tool that you can use in conjunction with Zoom and Restream. The main reason that we switched from StreamYard back in Q4 of 2021 with REtoken the Real Estate DAO was because of the StreamYard mobile experience. And it sounds like it's not a great mobile experience here on this as well. So we'll actually just even scratch the thought of doing that, because we absolutely value your contributions here and having it be, and Tyler was even alluding that she didn't like the experience as much. So I'll actually take this as an action item, create a bounty on Dework for looking for an OBS producer. And then we can use Zoom from like a mobile experience. And that's one of the great things, is that we still believe that Zoom provides the most capabilities and provides the best experience for hosting live stream events like this. And then Zoom is largely regarded as the gold standard for live, for just doing meetings, virtual meetings. I mean, it's used by businesses around the world. So we'll go back to our community call. We have our community call coming up on Wednesday at 7:00 here. And again, so most of Monday and Tuesday, you can see we don't have anything planned. And again, that's for personal reasons for Tyler and myself. And then the rest of the week, we've got a very full agenda while we're finalizing, giving people plenty of opportunity during this early bird window. And hopefully, this is something that I'm going to be spending a lot of cycles on, is getting our ClickFunnels all set up so that we can launch and utilize, hopefully have a ClickFunnels page for our webinar on Wednesday. And that's something that we'll communicate via Discord. Discord is the primary community channel where we're working on getting our community requests on gm.xyz. But anyway, we've got more stuff that didn't get on the covered on the agenda, and I'll again figure out if this is stuff that want to take offline. And we this is one of the main next actions that we captured. The other one is setting up the affiliate marketing DAO. But anyway, appreciate everybody, and we'll have we'll be talking about all of these things while we're working on building Blockchain Bootcamp for Real Estate coming up here on April 23rd. So happy Sunday, everybody, and love hanging out with you all. Love building in public here on live stream, and have the one last thing here that putting out here, and I'll make an announcement in Discord for this, and this is for Coordinape. We are using Coordinape on REtoken. We didn't have time to go into details here. This is one of the things, but the epic statement is closing for Coordinape, and this is one of the things. And while I'm on this page, this is one of the things that I'm most excited about. And let me make this a little bit bigger over here. Is with Dework, it has a native integration, and this is one of the things that we're going to figure out as far as what that looks like, using Dework in conjunction with Coordinape within our DAOs that we're creating here. But the epic statement, if you've been building Blockchain Bootcamp for Real Estate, make sure that you go in and allocate your gives here. This is closing at 4 a.m. Eastern. And that's we're running weekly epic statements, and this is the first epic. I believe season 1 is going to be 5 epics, 5 weekly epics. So haven't even figured out what the tokenomics that we're allocating for this. This is something that we'll have as a conversation on Thursday's working group. But anyway, get your epic allocations in there, and again, I'll put an announcement in Discord. But everybody have a great rest of your weekend here Sunday afternoon.